Hello, good evening, and welcome to On Cinema Shat on Cinema, starring James.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Who said you could do this?
Oh,
John, get in
James.
here. Look what he's doing.
Hey,
what the
James.
fuck are you doing, man?
I'm just starting the podcast.
Leave!
Yeah, that's not how this
we
works.
We kicked you off the podcast weeks ago. You just keep showing up.
But I just thought I'd be...
Did the intern let you in? Be sure to fire Veronica.
Veronica, you're fired.
Well, she won't hear it.
I know, she doesn't listen.
We'll write her a letter.
I want to take this time.
You've done enough talking.
Yeah, you've done enough damage.
Okay, sorry.
I don't accept your apology.
What do we talk about? Anytime you have an idea, stifle it.
I shortened the initiative, and it annoyed me really bigly.
I like your niche of shortening the initiative.
Oh, that physically stops me in my tracks when we shorten words.
Oh God.
So James, what were you gonna say?
Thank you. First, I want to take the moment to thank you for giving me this opportunity to host the show. Also,
you host every week.
I just say, hey, let's start. Okay, so welcome to Cinema Shat. We are your hosts, Josh, John, and James, and this is our Christmas special. Guys, what was the Christmas special that I hid from you guys?
We watched Ernest.
Where's Waldo?
Why did both of you just fuck me in the ass like that? It was a grand opening, and you two just fingered me hard.
There's a big difference between fucking and fingering, my friend.
Merry Christmas!
We watched the War Stars special holiday.
See, that's why you don't host. So I'll continue. I guess I'll save this again.
Okay.
We watched for the Christmas special Star Wars, the holiday special.
The holiday special.
From 78? 77? 78?
It was definitely a year.
Oh, really? Jesus Christ.
It came out at some point in time.
Yeah, it came out a year.
After New Hope, right?
Yeah. But that was 77,
No, this predates
right?
New Hope. This was the very first Star Wars thing ever.
Yeah. It just came on the scene and confused everyone.
Okay. I just want to do this a little different. Usually we talk about it and then we discuss whether we liked it or not. I need to know out the bat what you thought of it. Did you like it or did you not like it?
Who wants to go first?
I would rather stick my dick
in
a crocodile, rabid, and made of acid.
Yeah, right. What?
No.
Crocodile's made of acid?
No, he's making a lot of sense, seriously. About things we'd rather do.
There's no way the two of you would stick your dick in a sulfuric crocodile's mouth, okay?
I would rather watch a snuff film with my mom in it.
I was about to say,
God.
she's with you and you're watching?
My mom's snuff film I'd rather watch than this.
Actually, she's in it. She killed somebody and she's showing it to you and you're like, what do you think? Do you think I'll get in the guild?
Yeah. She did the effing and the killing.
Oh my
and
God.
She's showing me. I'd rather watch that. Oh, and it's in Japanese with subtitles. I'd rather watch that.
Oh,
I'd
wow.
rather watch Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, of course.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Everyone would rather watch it.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
The next question I follow up is, does George Lucas want to see this?
No.
No, he doesn't.
He deliberately tried to destroy every copy. He stated that. And but he didn't foresee the internet.
Yeah, he did not. No.
Didn't plan on
He didn't know that was coming.
Yeah.
So
Did
whoops.
any of us? Well, the military.
Yeah.
That's another podcast.
Yeah. They had the intranet. Star Wars holiday specialty was going around.
All right, so let's.
Don't move on from that. That was quality material.
No.
What was quality material?
No, it wasn't. Shut up.
Yammering? You yammering?
Why are you still here?
That was
We kicked
great.
you out.
Torso, play him out.
Yes.
And it's the Charlie Brown music.
Yeah. Stop mentioning Torso.
No.
And that.
I'll never stop mentioning Torso.
And that 5
This
episodes
is-
ago.
Look. It's the holidays. Okay. His family isn't around.
Yeah, where's your holiday spirit?
He's got no one except for us. Okay, so that's
sorry.
fine.
I have no sympathy.
Be
What is
polite.
Dove doing? She's like tearing
Dove
up
is
some
doing the
dishes.
dishes. She's just downstairs with her paws just breaking all the plates. I can't hear it with my headphones on. All I
For
can
the
hear
folks at home, James has a Great Dane.
Yeah.
And we can hear her rattling dishes
Yeah,
downstairs.
she's doing all sorts of stuff.
Anyway.
No, the producer Rachel is here, so she's
She's here.
she's
Okay,
carrying
cool.
about downstairs. So you guys ready to watch it again because Rachel didn't see it?
That's a joke, right?
Y'all's faces.
He's joking, right?
I don't think it was that bad. I don't think it was that bad.
I know, Josh. I
We've
know.
literally
Josh,
turned
what?
things
Josh,
off.
I know how I said we're kicking you off the show.
Right, yeah.
I changed my mind. You're still on the show. James, get out.
Yeah,
Okay, Torso, play me out.
for real. Like, bounce, dude. Get out of here.
Okay.
Leave!
Why? Why do you think it wasn't that bad? Why?
What is
Why?
wrong? Are you serious?
Why?
I don't think it was that bad.
Why?
Why do you
Why?
think that?
Why?
This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my
Why?
life.
Sand Fairy.
MCA. I wanna
Fairy.
go.
Sand
To
Fairy.
that
Two
was
words,
pretty awful.
Sand
That was pretty
Fairy.
awful. Why?
3 words. The Dark Mist. These are movies we literally stopped,
That's true.
and
we
they
did
have a
mulligan 'em.
narrative.
But we didn't have any other choices.
Oh, didn't
Tonight?
you? Yeah. No,
I can't mulligan holiday special.
You can't. I'm glad you know the rules without me having to state made up said rules.
Like, remember, we mulliganed Dark Mist, and we all were like, oh, that wasn't that bad. We shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So, Sand Fairies suck, though.
Sand
Yeah.
Fairy
Was
awful.
this that bad? Yes, the skits were incoherent, but the cartoon was
The cartoon was
incredible.
alright, yeah.
The cartoon was incredible.
Sure.
It was the most attention and creativity put into it was that little cartoon where we saw Boba Fett for the first time. He uses his taser like harpoon thing to subdue like people,
Looks like a
which
big
is used
magnet.
in The Mandalorian now. So that's kind of
It's cool.
interesting that they took it from actual lore and it's now in The Mandalorian.
Really?
Yeah. But I mean, that was the best part of it, and we all agreed. Oh, shout out to Caleb. He came and stopped by and watched this with us. Josh was like, he drove an hour to watch this movie, this piece of shit. And
Yeah.
yes, he did. Yes, he did. He didn't know what was gonna happen. I can't take ownership of that. I, however, knew that I was gonna play this months ago. Like before Thanksgiving, I knew what we were gonna do for this.
Really?
Most of us have seen reviews of this on YouTube from other channels have talked about this, and this is nothing new. We're doing nothing new, but I wanted to be one of those people that said I watched the Star Wars holiday special. Not only that, I also bought it on Blu-ray, so that should be here. That should be here soon.
I
So
can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I
Not
wanna
watch it again, but just see the case.
Yeah, the case, the picture quality. I want to see the bonus features because there's a whole bunch of other stuff.
I
that-
really am curious
And
what that is.
Some of the bonus features are the actual commercials. So like you can watch all the commercials that came out during the.
Commercials.
Yeah, which will be
No
like
shit.
a nice little archive of 1978. You know,
That's
that's
cool,
kind of
yeah.
cool. So that
The
being
new.
said, this was one of the harder things we had to watch.
Yeah, it was horrendous.
Right out the gate though, fucking hilarious. With we got Itchy, the grandpa, we got Dumpy, aka Lumpy, his real name, and then we've got Mom, Chewbacca character, Wookiees. These 3 characters, and then the
Mrs. Baca.
Mrs. Baca.
Yeah,
Mrs. Baca. Do you have your papers? Can you prove your citizenship, Mrs. Baca?
Mrs. Baca.
No, her
Jesus
name's like Mal,
fucking Christ.
Mal, something like that. Han.
Fuck.
Mala? Something like that.
Fuck. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
First name
Very true.
cum, last
But like,
name
they're
bucket.
all having. We've started the holiday special. The regular programming of Hulk will be not aired tonight. That's how it starts out, and then we see, the Wookiee family all talking to one another in Wookiee.
No subtitles.
No subtitles. Everybody, there's a scene where they're
Yeah.
all just screaming at one another.
Yeah. Holy shit,
Like
that got
3.
old. It got
That
really
was
old.
hilarious. Are you kidding me? You and I were the ones laughing
Well, it
the
was
hardest.
funny, but I was
Yeah.
just like, holy fuck.
I was just more blown away that it was happening.
Yeah,
That
it is.
happened.
It is a complete
is-
anomaly. I'll
this-
give you that.
this
I'll give you
is-
that. But holy god.
John, throughout the entire program, you were like, what does this have to do with Christmas or the holidays? And what does this have to do with Star Wars?
Yeah.
And the answer is abso-fucking-lutely nothing. Because
Yeah.
Star Wars wasn't a thing yet.
Right.
It was just a movie, so like
Right.
they had
There
no
nothing
idea.
to do with the movie at all, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, what they were going for, and everyone's already heard of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is nothing new.
Yeah, you can
but,
buy your copy on whatever.com.
Right, but basically they were going for a variety show, and this is like an old school thing you do, where you have a whole bunch of different,
Yeah,
very
celebrities
eclectic
show up for-
taste of
Yeah.
stuff. And everyone would do something different, and you just have a good time. But for Star Wars, it doesn't make sense. Like John, you had said, it should have Luke, like Mark Hamill, come in and like, "Hi, I'm Mark Hamill. I play Luke Skywalker, and here's B. Arthur," and he brings her out. That would have made more
Yeah,
sense.
and then
Yeah.
she says something Star Wars related
That would have been
or
a
something.
true
yeah,
variety show right there.
Right,
That would have been
yeah.
a true variety
Instead,
show.
they write this like fucking weird ass plot that it barely makes sense, where
Yeah.
they're all trying to get home for Life Day.
I know it's an important day.
Life Day, which is what the Wookiees celebrate on what is it?
Kashyyyk?
Kashyyyk, yeah.
Kashyyyk,
I was
whatever.
gonna say
Tomato.
Kashyyyk, on purpose to fuck it up.
Saskatchewan.
And then I realized I forgot how to actually say it. So, but it's their holiday for Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. It's just a day in which the family gets together.
It's Snowflake
and,
Day.
And so the whole purpose of Life Day is any nationality, culture, whatever planet you're from, we're all one, kind of thing. That's
Right.
the theme.
I just fundamentally disagree with that first, right off the bat.
Well, it's interesting how people have talked about Star Wars being at Disney and how they're incorporating more culture into it. You've got Asian Americans, you've got African Americans, you've got different species of aliens, all multicultural.
They're trying to be Star
and
Trek.
it's like they've literally done that since the Star Wars special. That's been their theme, is like anybody, kind of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's like Dr. Michiko Kaku, I believe his name is, something like
Yeah,
that.
you pronounced it right.
Yeah, he speaks on the tiers of society, that there's 3 tiers of society. And then the first tier is establishing universal, or not universal, but complete like planetary harmony,
Right.
so that you can go on to the next stage of galactical harmony, and then from there it's universal. Like
Wow.
you can't conquest the stars until you become
yeah.
one credo.
One creator,
One-
yeah, on Earth.
Yeah,
Or
Gene
whatever world.
Roddenberry.
Yeah.
That was his vision of Star Trek.
Yeah.
It was the exact thing.
I want to talk about the worst bit. We talked about, I think it was all our favorite bit, was the animation where we see Boba
I think
Fett.
so, yeah.
and I-
That was fucking cool.
Most time and heart put into it. I would have rather watched an entire show on that. That would have been so cool, but, time constraints.
I'd watch it.
Judging by the bits, I mean, this thing was thrown up in a fucking week. They were like, all right, holiday special, what do we do?
Yeah.
How do we get fucking numbers? How do we get kids watching, commercials? That's the overall goal
Yeah.
for channels. But the B. Arthur Cantina scene was the most miserable.
It was annoying.
Yeah.
I loved the 2 musical numbers. The one that was porn for Itchy. He was like, oh, and she's like, ooh, that feels so good.
He's watching porn.
Yeah,
On a hairdryer.
on a hairdryer. Yeah, it's one of the dome ones that comes down over
Yeah,
your
like
head.
think of like the 1950s like hair shop where you'd
Yeah.
see like all the housewives lined up.
Yeah.
They have that on their head.
Except
they're
they're getting
genuinely, yeah.
blown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you look like Kyle Reese right now.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my name is Kyle Reese. Far from it though. Yeah, I don't think you could run the block.
No, he doesn't think so. Come with me. You want to live? Oh, God.
You've got an EpiPen. Oh god damn it! That was close.
Oh, is there a subway nearby? Oh. Bitch, it's Armageddon.
She's like, no, we don't have any transport around here. I'm talking about a sandwich, bitch. Yeah, the B. Arthur canteen scene was a nightmare to watch.
It wasn't a canteen scene. She wasn't drinking from a canteen. You fucking
It's
dope.
a cantina where they sell
There you go.
beverages.
Got it now.
Listen, Kyle, you piece of fuck. That scene was unbearable. Unbearable.
Yeah, the
Like,
canteen scene was
that point,
unbearable.
Up until that point, I was game. Like, honestly, even with the bits where they misused, what was the comedian, his name from Blazing Saddles? He was the assistant.
Oh yeah, Hedley Lamar.
Hedley Lamar, that actor, he had 2 comedy bits, and production just fucked him.
Yeah.
They just fucked him. They didn't give him a chance to actually be a comedian. He's a robot.
There's like,
at one
hey, we'll
point.
do the funny in editing.
Please be careful not to hurt yourself on the sharp edges. Ow.
Yeah. We'll make
Right.
it funny in editing.
Bad
No,
idea.
he's a comedian.
Yeah.
When in comedy do you have a comedian doing stand-up, basically material, like off-the-cuff material, and you're just like, well, we'll just fix it in post? That's no, not
They
at all.
clearly didn't find it funny. Now, I haven't seen the original.
Yeah.
Before they edited it. So it might have been not funny.
Right.
Yeah,
But even that.
he could have just like realized what he got into, like Harrison Ford did, and just phoned it in.
Yeah, it's
oh,
true. Yeah.
God, speaking of phoning it in, Harrison Ford.
Oh,
but
Harrison.
where I
Harrison
was
did
going
not want
with
to be
that,
there. Mark did not want to be there. Carrie didn't know where she was.
She was. She didn't know where she
She didn't
was.
mind.
I'm on cocaine.
Did not mind being there.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
having fun.
Dude, God, she was so fucked up. Remember when she came around the table at one point and she just like the way she swung around it, like her whole body was a fucking canoe. Just,
Yeah.
it was, you go, holy shit, she's on drugs. It was like so apparent.
Oh yeah.
But the where I was going with this is with that comedian doing his bits, and we've got Carrie Fisher doing her drugged bits. It's like those were all tolerable despite being bad. B. Arthur's scene where she's singing to all these pub patrons.
Just one more drop, friend, before we stop, friend.
As they're basically telling her to fuck off. We're not leaving your bar, even though you're like, I'm closing, leave. They're all like, fuck you. So she's like, okay,
Yeah,
let me
just-
get them all a round of drinks, and then I'll
that's not
serenade
what-
them, and then I'll help basically conga line their ass out of the fucking front door and then lock it.
Yeah, like a few things with that. It's like the Empire shut them down. Why? Why the fuck would the Empire give a shit
Also,
about a fucking
I
cantina?
feel like it goes
What?
against the entire way that they wrote her character initially, because she seemed kind of like she's telling people, "Oh, keep drinking, blah blah blah. I'm taking your money. I'm kind of like you know that rough, tough bar owner." And like,
I remember
if
this.
you're in a fucking if you run a bar that has a bunch of low life criminals, you tend to be kind of a badass yourself. Mm-hmm. So what would really happen is she would fucking fire in the goddamn air and be like, "Get the fuck out of my bar."
Right, yeah.
yeah.
Like-
No, she's a pushover.
Yeah.
I just, the
We're
scene-
closed.
Like you don't
Leave.
you don't serve those type of people without being willing to fucking kill them.
Right,
Yeah. Which, this is a bar in which, didn't Han shoot first in this bar?
Yeah,
And
this is
is
established
the
as
bar.
a seedy bar.
That's the bar.
They have the original band, as Josh pointed out during the viewing. He's like, oh, they got the original band. Copyright. And then
TV lighting.
then Josh was like, oh, they got the band. And I was like, the actual band? They got the
Yeah.
original, but guys.
They're wearing
same
masks.
extras.
So who the fuck knows? It was better than
nephew, niece, intern. That's who's up there.
Do you guys remember the? Oh my God, George Lucas he put in extra footage, extra singing footage. Do you remember this extra footage? And you see the guy's tonsils.
Yeah, it's the lady, and she's like,
We be Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
yes, I remember them adding that.
Have you seen this?
Nah,
You
is
haven't seen the newer
fucking
versions of Star Wars?
not
horrific.
the
He altered the
not
original
not the
Star
altered.
Wars.
Nah, I never watched the altered stuff.
Oh man, yeah. So when
Talk
we go
about
into
not
the
knowing your
beep,
source
beep,
material.
beep, 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 when we go into that bar, there's then a musical number with this frog-like humanoid.
Oh, I think I
female
do actually
singer.
recall that, and I blocked it out of my
I
memories.
mean, she almost looks like something out of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, especially when she does that woo woo woo. Her like lips are long and like peckish at the end, and it's like,
I'm pretty sure.
Was this
I'm pretty sure I
rants of a
blocked this out.
madman?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
dude.
I'm pretty sure I blocked this out. Now I'm remembering.
Yeah.
Thanks,
It's
guys.
horrific.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Oh, you're welcome. George, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, George.
Leave.
Oh, come on, I made red tails.
Fuck off about red
Tails.
tails, George.
Your tails suck.
I honestly, we should have George drawn and quartered. Drawn and
No.
quartered.
No.
Drawn and quartered.
No.
Yes.
No. That's a lot
Yes.
of taxpayer money. We should
What do you
make.
mean? It's 4 horses.
No.
Bro, bro, he made Star Wars,
Who gives a fuck?
Attack of the Clones. The best film ever made.
the best film, not
Film
Star Wars
ever
film.
made ever.
Film ever made.
Yeah.
Film, period.
Fucking
Point blank
Mark
period.
The
Bergman.
best use of
Attack of the
celluloid.
Clizones. This
Attack
piece.
of the Clizones. What else? We've got the
Oh
circus
yeah, the
performers.
weird little circus thing.
They were like dressed like fish
Cirque
people.
du Soleil, I
yeah,
think they
yeah,
were
like
going
it
for.
was weird costumes,
Yeah.
very flamboyant, very cool. Has nothing to do with
Yeah,
Star Wars.
nothing to do with Star
Nothing
Wars.
to do with Star Wars.
Yeah.
It like you said, Cirque du Soleil. Like that's all it fucking is.
Yeah.
But that wasn't bad. Like even though we were watching it, I'm just like, this isn't the worst thing I've ever seen.
What do you mean that wasn't bad? The Cirque du Soleil guys?
Yeah, they were. It wasn't
was
that
horrible.
Bad to me. It wasn't that bad
You
to
wouldn't-
me.
You were just
The three of
horrified by
us
the
could
dude
do
with the
that.
beard.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
the three of us could do that. I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
That was horrific. What?
Yes, I think. I don't think it was that
You
bad.
made me watch the holiday special over
and it
here.
wasn't that bad.
What the fuck?
You guys have seen it now. People can reference it, and you can go, "Yeah, but have you fucking seen it?" Like you literally get to.
What do you mean it wasn't
yeah.
that bad?
I don't think it was the worst thing I've ever. Macy's Day Parade is just as bad.
The band? Or, wait, what?
Like the thing that
Marcy's
the thing that
playground.
happens every year.
You fucking idiot.
What's the Macy's Day
The
parade?
thing that happens every year on Thanksgiving,
Oh, the
in
actual
downtown
parade.
New York.
Yeah.
May
Do you watch
Day
that?
parade.
Do you watch that?
What band? What am
Oh,
I
what
thinking
was it?
of?
Oh, dude, remember we were watching one of the Treehouse specials.
Fuck.
Marcy's
Go to the
Pla-
next video.
You were
Just
thinking
click
of
next in your
Josh.
suggestion.
It was like James said. You were thinking of Marcy's Playground.
And there is May Day Parade. That is a.
Oh, Mayday
Mayday
Parade.
Parade.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I forgot about them. They were a screamo band.
They were, yes. They thought they could rock out.
They did. To
rocked
so
the
many
heck
teenage
out.
girls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They made all their Chinese tingly.
But yeah, the
I don't see.
I
In
hated
comparison,
it.
Macy's Day Parade is just as fucking stupid and boring. I want to sit here and watch news anchors
it's
talk
tradition.
about some exactly.
It's tradition.
That's why it's bullshit. So to sit here and everybody go, "Oh, it's so bad." It's like if they had every year a Star Wars holiday special, everybody would be jerking that dick off in their face, just like they are with the new movies. You have to understand, this is 1978. Drugs are everywhere. They just made an incredible fucking movie that changed cinema.
There
Oh,
were-
okay.
Well,
I
there
was talking
were
about the
there were
special.
drugs everywhere, and then Carrie Fisher showed up to set.
And then there were no drugs
They
anywhere.
disappeared.
No, but it's just like,
Yeah, rest
I
in
don't
peace.
Rest in
think-
peace. Yeah, we yeah,
I
you
do
know,
love
best way
Carrie
to-
Fisher,
Yeah,
yeah.
I do love me some Carrie Fisher.
I don't.
I like how we
Fuck
just
her.
made fun of her and then we're just like tuck and tail. We love you, bitch.
Yeah. Well, you know,
She's
I mean,
just giving the
it's-
finger from
Well,
her
I love,
fucking grave,
I
like she
enjoy,
would do.
I enjoy making poor taste jokes, but unfortunately, I have a conscience. So occasionally, once I realize, hey, that was kind of poor taste, sometimes my brain is just like, dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that being said,
Anyways, Rwanda, pretty
you
funny, right?
fuckers, goddamn. It's one thing. We're talking about one thing, you fucks.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Ugh.
Fuck this show.
What is it, Rwanda? You were saying? Yeah.
I was just,
No, go
I
on.
just-
Tell us about it.
All right,
What do you
well,
know about it?
Hotel Rwanda?
There was a hotel.
Mm.
I actually know a lot about the Rwandan genocide. If you want me to get into that, I've read a book that was really powerful about it.
Oh, I read books. Got it.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I want to talk about the Star Wars. You've turned me into the Empire. You shits.
I hated it.
You hated it?
I hated it.
Even though before you've been like, yeah, I'm down for it. Whenever
never said
Rachel
that.
mentioned it in the past, she was like, yeah, Christmas holiday special, and you were like, yeah, I'm down for it because we
I've-
had time to blow.
Do you have this in writing?
No, you asked me that earlier. But that's
Actually,
always
we
going to
do.
be your defense.
We have a court stenographer.
I have never said those words.
And then John, you have suggested that we watch the Star Wars.
Hey, I'm
holiday
not
special.
over here saying I
fuck,
absolutely
Both of
despised
you-
it.
I know, fair enough, but I'm just saying, both of you have mentioned you'd be down. You were open at one point in time, and I don't give a shit that you didn't like it, you fuck. That's not the point.
Listen, when it gets down to it, you just ruined my night. I mean, it's just plain and simple. You ruined my night. I was having a good night. I was super excited to watch something, and you're like, we're only watching one thing because it's 2.5 hours. Yes, I'm getting to it, John. I'm getting to what I was complaining about earlier.
Go on.
We only watch one thing because it's 2.5 hours long, and I'm like, okay, yeah, one thing. I didn't know what it was at the time, and then boom, what was I talking about? Okay, yes, you ruined my night.
You were ranting.
You're like, we're watching one film because it's 2.5 hours long, and I'm like, okay, that sounds really long. That's like 2 movies. That's 2 movies. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, hour and a half later, it's over. And I'm like, okay, cool. So we have time for something else. And you're like, no, we're potting.
And we're gonna watch something else.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. Why would I lie? What do I have to gain? I'm not getting any money from any of this.
Land rights.
Railroad bonds. They're gonna be big.
I just love complaining.
Yeah, no, it's great.
So much fun.
I'm actually glad that you didn't like it. I'm glad that John is indifferent to it, and I'm glad that I have a more positive outlook on it, because it's gonna.
You always have a positive outlook. Always. You're like, oh, Red Tails, that was pretty good.
I've never seen or want to see Red Tails. Are you kidding me?
I have that in writing.
George Lucas can't fucking direct.
You said those words. I like Red Tails. James Cook.
I did
yes,
not
you
say
did. I have it recorded.
Yeah, and for the folks at home, the transcription is, I like red ... Tails.
yeah.
So in between that, he said, "I like Red Dead Redemption, but it gets a little annoying. I have to getting all the foxtails."
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Long convoluted jokes aside.
Yes.
You fucks. I didn't think it was that bad. So back to the point I was trying to make. Didn't think it was that bad. We've watched. Sand Fairy was one of the worst fucking things I've ever had to sit through.
Yeah, that was like 2.5 hours long.
That was the same length. That was the same fucking length.
Isn't Sand Fairy like 2.5 hours? Because it's like 5 episodes of something.
Yeah. It's
yeah, but we only watched like the first hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't do it. We were fucking bored.
God, it was terrible. It was
A
terrible.
little puppet comes up through the sand and grants wishes. Boo. Fuck
Boo.
That puppet.
What?
Oh, I already have. I mean,
Wouldn't you like to fucking?
What else did we watch? Oh yeah, nothing.
Can we move on to the next subject?
We didn't watch anything else.
We've barely been able to keep on subject about anything.
I can't
This
even
is
talk
great, though.
about this fucking thing. It was
you
horrific.
Yes. Then talk about how horrific it was.
Okay.
Give me that.
Okay. You got me there.
Yeah, you piece of shit.
Okay, so
Speech. Give us a speech.
I really hated.
Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. No, fuck what you were gonna say.
Okay, all right.
You can't even remember anyways.
Fine.
Remember when the stormtrooper like guy goes in and trashes Dumpy's room, and then he comes back and he looks at the mom and he's like,
That will keep him busy for a while.
Yeah.
and the mom Wookiee is like,
Yeah,
like it looks like she's smiling, like thank you for
agreeing
doing
with
that.
him.
Yeah.
Now, finally, I can cook dinner.
Yeah. Thanks for destroying my kid's room. By the way, why are you even here?
Yeah. You've been sitting on my couch watching music videos. Like, leave, you fucking assholes.
Which we should talk about.
Oh my god.
The Empire. Go ahead.
Let's just explain the whole scene. So, a bunch of stuff happens, and then the Empire shows up at the Baca's residence. And they're basically, we don't know why they're there. They don't know why they're there. Because they arrive, they point a gun in their face, and then immediately the general, or whatever he is, he decides to watch a music video. So we watch a music video with the general.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And then next, they're like, okay, we're done with that. And then what happens? The troopers trash his bedroom.
Yeah. Oh my god. Speaking of troopers.
Although I do gotta say one thing that I didn't really care got trashed because it's just like so fucking generic was the fact that little like sign that they had that was like
What?
Live, laugh, love. The joke failed.
Okay, yeah, no, it failed horribly.
It's failed.
I don't know
It failed
where
too.
you-
I was trying to do the fucking that, but yeah, with the Chewbacca voice.
I have to commend you,
Live, laugh,
Torso. Give him a drum roll on that one. You're talking through the drum roll again, you whore.
He always does.
Okay, so...
But yeah, I mean, they're like, instead of...
There's no reason for the Empire to be invading the Wookiee planet. There's zero
reason.
There's zero reason.
Why would they go from household to household watching videos?
Why would they climb up into the fucking trees to bother them? Why?
What are they dealing with civilians for? Even if they're having a war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. Even Dove agrees. It's fucking. Let's talk about Harrison Ford. Remember at the commencement ceremony at the end where it fades in his face and he's so
he was
bored.
there for like 10 minutes and he was pissed off the whole time.
No, he was there for like probably 5 hours.
Yeah, for real.
It's
Honestly,
probably a 5-hour shoot for him and maybe everybody.
Yeah.
Because they have to get everything together. And
6 hours.
Yeah, it takes some time.
Mark got out really quick because they only have him on working with R2-D2 and then he's at the final scene.
Yeah.
And that is why the main showcase was the Baccas.
Yeah.
Because you can have anyone in a mask.
Yeah.
You can't have Harrison Ford there for a fucking week shooting this thing.
Yeah.
That's very true.
So that's why it was based on the
could have had
Baccas.
Chewbacca be there, though. You didn't have to be Chewbacca's family and then Chewbacca's not there.
Right. Right. But when they were writing it, they were just like, let's make the kid. Because we need kids to want to watch this. Basically, like, we want kids to like this.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta sell toys.
Right.
That's the Star Wars way.
We'll make it based on the kid will be the main character.
Yeah.
Chewbacca's son.
Well, the toys would come after the production. Like, the studio didn't even want the toy rights, and that's why Lucas is the billionaire that he is. He retained all the toy rights, and that would be what would make him his most money in the end. You know what I mean? It's incredible.
That's why he did.
Now, as we've gotten older, we realize everything is still geared towards kids so that we as adults will buy them these things so that they can grow up doing the same thing. It's like an indoctrinating thing, you know? And, like, we're aware of that, and it's like, back then, it was like, they didn't even have toys yet. Like, what was, like, one of the first toys was, like, a fucking helmet or some shit? I don't know. I could be
had
mixing
little
my
action
history.
figures. That's
Yeah,
it.
they would have action figures later, like little small cast ones or whatnot, but it not
I'll
near,
get you, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
not near the empire that the toy
True.
industry is now.
Absolutely.
By Star
That's
Wars.
why he did the prequels. To
Yeah.
sell fucking toys. And it worked. I had a Darth Maul toy. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of
loved
Star
that
Wars
shit.
toys at that age.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, when I first saw the 2001 Phantom Menace, I loved it.
Yeah, so did I.
Because I was like
blown away.
8 years old.
Yeah, I'm like,
And it was
pod
amazing.
racing is awesome. I want to do that. I want to be little Anakin. I could be,
Right.
you know, a piece of shit like
Just
him.
plow Padawan.
See, I was
Padme.
I was already on to Art House, so I was like, this is bullshit. This is contrived bullshit.
yeah. You're at the showing
John was
of.
way ahead of
He's like
everybody.
in line and everything.
This is horse
He's
shit.
got his get up and he sees it and he's like, Art House from here on out.
Yeah. But I distinctly remember my mom's boyfriend at the time. He looked me in the eye and he said,
Don't you tell anybody about this. This is your fault.
no. He said, Phantom Menace was a flashy piece of hot garbage. Because he was a full-blown adult at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was genuinely like, no, it wasn't. It was
No,
really
no,
good.
it's
I
really
argued
fun,
with him.
yeah.
He's like, you'll understand
One day. Yeah.
Man, was he right.
Yeah. Well, like I was telling you guys during the screening of this, my brother Gray, shout out to you, bud. He was saying,
Gray.
Fuck him.
No, just
I'm
kidding.
kidding. John D. Fuck Gray.
You want to have a fuck
Hey,
Gray?
hey, if you're an attractive female, go fuck Gray.
Yeah.
Nice.
enough,
Looking
yeah.
out. That'll work,
he-
by the way.
He mentioned that he had just recently sat down and watched 4, 5, and 6. He'd always seen them, but never really paid attention because he was young and he was all into
That blows my mind.
And now him,
He
here
saw
at
the
18
prequels first?
yeah, more than likely. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And so he sat down and he was like, they're fucking amazing. He's like, I understand why everybody hates the prequels and the new ones now. And he's like, Empire Strikes Back is the best one. And I'm like, dude, it absolutely is the best one.
yeah.
Can you imagine what Star Wars would be like had this had been a success?
What, the holiday special?
Yeah, what if
That
it
is
had been
an impossibility.
Okay,
How could
so
it be
I'll ask
successful?
somebody that wants to actually have a conversation. What
How
are you
could it
still
be-
doing
How
here?
could it be successful?
No, I'm saying
It was
can you
horse shit.
Can you imagine? Okay,
Like they do
Think
it.
of
They
the
do it better.
hypothetical-
Oh, you mean if they do it good?
Yeah, if
Yeah,
they
there
actually
you go,
do
buddy.
it. If they actually do it good.
Let me hold your hand while we cross the street. Don't lick your ice cream off the cone now.
I'll be.
You did that 30 seconds
I'll
ago.
be slowly walking behind y'all, seething with jealousy. Why does he get to hold his hand?
Yeah. Go ahead. You were saying something dumb.
Yes,
Finish
I
your
was saying
thought.
something dumb and poignant.
I'm James. This is dumb and poignant.
Can you imagine had the holiday special actually gone off with success? Like it hadn't been a failure and an absolute skid mark on the. I mean, Disney. Nobody even acknowledges it. It's not
Yeah.
even part of canon. It's
Only
you
weirdos
literally
like
you
it.
can only buy this online by people that have compiled it together
Yeah.
from pieces and put it together for
Like
you.
Comic Cons, you can
Exactly.
get it.
Yeah, like this is.
Yeah, you can buy it in a back alley behind a
It's like
Comic-Con.
fucking public
Yeah, for real.
domain almost. You know what I mean? It's incredible that it's the skid market is.
It's
But
an
can you-
anomaly. Yeah.
and the skid market is. Can you believe the amount of success Star Wars has had despite the holiday special? Can you imagine had the holiday special went off with a hitch? You know, like just success. Do you think it would be even more successful now, Star Wars? Do you think it would be even more massive? Do you think George Lucas would have given it up?
Oh,
You
I have
know?
no idea.
You know?
I mean, you can
Rhetorical
go
in
either
its
way
sense a
though
little
with that.
bit,
It
but,
could be
like-
more massive, but it could also have if they did the holiday special well, it could have ruined the next two movies
Yeah.
because producers start being like, well, we need it to be cheesy, we need it to be hokey.
Yeah, fair enough. We need it to be more Cirque
Yeah.
du Soleil.
Yeah, because the
and-
special
it's
was
like Arthur.
successful.
It's that question. The reason I protested earlier is that question makes no sense to my brain, because you're saying, what if the holiday special was good? I don't see how they can do a holiday special for Star Wars, because Christmas is like an Earth thing.
Right.
It's
But
an
that's why
Earth
it's-
only thing. Earth is not even in Star Wars.
But Life Day is a holiday.
See, already Life Day. Like, you've already fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, how can you do a Christmas special based on Life Day?
Humans holding on to remnants of their history.
Yeah. What
do you mean?
What's the
Like-
term? What's the term? Keep going. I'm sorry.
Like
I'll
it would
think
be a
of it.
very very loose variation of Christmas, but it would still be based on human tradition from like passed down from generation and generation
But
and generation.
Christmas
to
is in
generation.
the future.
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be Christmas as we know it, but because they're still humans and their native, like their genome comes from Earth, that means that they would have inherited some sense of traditionalism.
Right.
But,
Throughout
like,
it.
The
But
foundations of Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. There would be foundational
This
principles.
conversation is It's ridiculous.
So there's the phrase or whatnot. Tradition is just honoring dead man's wishes, and it's like
Is that a thing? Really?
tradition. If you think about it, like it's tradition. It's like it's what our fathers and their fathers and their fathers did. It's just a reoccurring old thing. Whereas like I feel like the term Life Day is applying embracing any living being and celebrating a unison on this special occasion, which predominantly is Christmas, because the 70s was owned by the white guy. You know what I mean? It's like they're trying their best to make it not so biased to Christmas so that they can get Jewish kids, and they can get black kids, and they can
Which
like,
is
all
cool.
These,
But
totally
it's
understandable.
Just weird. Yeah.
But you're right. How do you make a holiday special? And I'm not saying we try to sit here and just become
maybe-
skeletons trying to figure it out. I'm just saying, can you imagine had they figured out a way to do a holiday special where Mark Hamill's like, hey, here's B. Arthur doing this, and then here's this comedian doing this, but it's all Star Wars themed or something like
What
that. You know,
if-
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
exactly.
What if
Just
they had an
like
hour?
how y'all pitched earlier.
What if they had an hour-long Star Wars plot thingy
Yeah,
with Life Day, just like a running thing?
yeah. That's
That
the
would've worked,
background.
but it's like an actual
just
plot
steal-
with actual like consequences.
So comparison. Sorry, John. 1 second. So like comparison, where like in Alien, Christmas is happening, but that's not the focus.
Yeah,
What you're saying, it's in the background. So
like
Life
Han
Day is a
Solo has to
backdrop.
do something.
Yeah, they have to
actually
and that-
in the
but
movie.
it happens to be Life Day time.
right?
They literally could have shot the whole thing,
Which is goofy,
on the
but
Millennium
it'd be better.
Falcon. It could have been everybody: Luke, Leia, Han.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Han. I didn't want to mispronounce it.
Yeah, they
and
say
then
Han in the holiday
Chewbacca.
special.
Like you can have all these characters that are iconic.
only one guy
Leave
says
them
Han.
on the ship and just
Yeah,
have
sure.
them going from A to B. and the
Delivering
backdrop
presents.
is
The
Life
fact that
Day.
it's
Life Day in the background.
They're
And it's
delivering
just-
presents in the Millennium Falcon.
Holy shit, that's Santa Claus, Josh. You just wrote holiday special for Star Wars. I'm gonna high five you on that. That's
Yeah.
literally all you have to fucking do.
Yeah.
You just bring a bunch of kids, a bunch of gifts, regardless of the culture,
Hit the kids
right?
in the face.
You get it regardless of culture, so it's not just Christmas. It's like, oh, here's some food. Oh, here's something
Yeah,
I knitted.
they're bringing a care
You know?
package to a planet and happens to have toys in it. too.
Exactly, yeah. And so like you have children on set.
You fucking
This
hit
is
them.
totally easy, but like it's the 70s and everybody's on cocaine, so they're like cartoons, Cirque du Soleil, porno, music video, Jefferson Airplane. Are they available? Music video,
Instructional video.
Yeah,
on putting your
instructional-
thingy put together.
instructional video to fix. What was he holding?
Transmitter.
A transmitter.
I don't know.
You remember
Something.
the mind evaporator? That doesn't sound like a positive thing
Yeah.
I want to put on my head.
And Leonard Nimoy wasn't in this one.
Yeah, you spoke of that during the
Yeah,
screening.
he has this. No.
Are you thinking of the Star Trek?
I'm
Oh,
an
he's-
idiot. Leonard Nimoy has a commercial for a VCR laserdisc player.
Oh my! I know what you're talking about.
And I think I've connected the two because it was in a review I saw.
Isn't he in a Doomsday
I'm an
video
idiot.
too? A Doomsday video?
maybe,
Planning
I'm not
Into the
sure.
World with Leonard Nimoy or 2000 Y2K?
Oh, he's in a Y2K video.
Y2K
yes,
video,
he
yeah,
is.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's not the holiday
No,
special,
I'm a
Jeff.
dummy.
But
Like
you did a great-
I'm an idiot as fuck.
But earlier you did write the best Christmas holiday special for Star Wars, so like there is that balance.
True. Thanks.
Yeah,
Well,
you're-
thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're pulling off the same way every other adult is. Barely getting by.
Barely making it.
Barely making
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Barely making it.
What a sack of shit.
I really wish the had there been some success with the holiday special, they could have continued with the cartoon. The cartoon
that would have
was
been cool.
that was very interesting. Like we spoke about how it was, really well put together and had the most creativity in it. I really wish that would have had a major role, because then you could get the actors just doing their voiceover like they did.
They wouldn't mind as
You
much.
don't have Mark Hamill being caked up like Queen Elizabeth because of the car wreck he had. He looks like a doll,
He
like
looks
you
weird.
said, Josh.
Yeah.
It's like you can have all these voice actors like doing that. Like you could make the holiday special just a cartoon where they're delivering a package of gifts to children. And,
Yeah,
you
which
know,
is lame,
It's
but
like
hey.
and you have them all on the
Well,
ship.
You don't
like,
you don't make it just the gifts. You make a full-on care package to a planet that needs help.
Yeah, to
And
adults.
there happens to be gifts on it, is what I'm saying. Like
And
it's
there's-
food rations, it's
Right.
military equipment, but
Marital
there's
aids.
Also, yes, marital aids, but there's also toys in there too, just because there's
rides.
kids on the planet.
Right.
So they,
Yeah.
so it's like it's kind of like not
Apples with razor
Look,
blades.
check it out. There's
that's
toys.
a really fucking good idea, Josh. Like
The apple with razor blades?
Yes, I cannot back this idea more than yes, 100%.
I love
I
railroading.
tell you what,
guys.
I'll give
It's
you.
great.
I'll take 10% of the company. Okay.
Okay, great.
Razor blade apples. They're
They're all the rage.
slice
Give 'em
open
to
your
your
mouth
kid.
with a smile or some shit. I don't know.
I just say you
Oh,
just steal
God.
from history, like just steal from real history and just have one night where the rebels and fucking Imperials, the soldiers on the ground, just come together and celebrate.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
come together.
Like
Yeah.
literally, you could take a piece of.
Yeah, like it happened in World War One, where they stopped
Exactly,
fighting on
yeah.
they stopped
Oh,
fighting
yeah,
on
and they play
Christmas.
some
They
It's
played
like 2
soccer
days
and fucking
apiece.
yeah.
All these young men that have been forced
That
to
is
go
a good
die.
fucking idea.
They've been forced to go die for men who will never, will just get paid for
Yeah.
being in their position. These men are gonna go die, and instead, there's 2 days of like, I think it's 2 days.
So it was like a day or two, something like that. But yeah, just do that
And
with the
they're-
Imperials and the
they're,
rebels,
like,
and they're telling
literally-
stories and realizing that they're the
Yeah,
same.
and they go for a swim in a
God,
septic
that's
tank.
a great idea too. You intercut that
Yeah.
with the cargo. You've got 2 plot lines all happening on Life Day, right? And it so happens that the cargo is being brought to the soldiers.
Yeah.
So like that way you incorporate the 2 plot lines that are being intercut between one another.
Yeah.
Guys, those are 2 fucking good ideas.
Genuinely good idea.
Those are 2 good ideas.
Do you
and y'all
remember-
just came up with it in the less than hour we've been
Do you guys
chatting.
remember when B. Arthur just flashed her bush?
It's all right. I'll reason.
Bush Arthur?
Can't say I remember that scene. No.
She goes like this. You boys speak Wookiee?
Mind you,
She just
mind
queefed
you, she
through
wasn't.
her
Yeah, she
fucking
was.
muff.
She wasn't making that sound out of her mouth.
Yeah.
That's foul.
Guys, those are two really fucking good ideas,
This
though.
episode just run aground. Land ho.
Well, if ground is good ideas, and Star Wars Holiday Special is the shipwreck that's going, then yes, ground is good. Ground is
Great.
good.
So we fixed the holiday special.
You fixed the holiday
Yeah.
special?
I don't think anyone out there has done that yet.
Yeah.
From what I've seen.
Yeah, no, you guys
So-
just single-handedly fixed it.
Absolutely.
You were holding hands and you did it the whole time. It's on record now.
Yeah, it's
You guys were holding
recorded.
hands.
That's why I can't wait until we have video so that we can have visual proof. So you can't make these egregious lies and say that we were holding hands during that part when clearly we've been holding hands to the entire
time.
podcast.
Yeah, since we've met each other. By the way,
Yes.
have you guys heard what Disney is doing to generate non-existent buzz for the Rise of Skywalker?
No.
Oh, this is great.
I would
So-
like to talk about Star Wars from here on out.
So
to be
basically,
Like
the Rise
every
of
podcast.
honest. Yes.
basically, no one cares about Rise of Skywalker because of the second film. What's it called?
Last Jedi.
Last Jedi pissed everyone off. No one cares. Like seriously, numbers are so low for
Is it really
Rise
that
of
bad?
Skywalker.
I wanted to see it. Well,
Some
I'm going to see it
people
because I
like
need to
it,
see.
but most
Rise
people
I
hate
want
it.
to see Rise of Skywalker.
I'll never watch
I'm like,
it. I don't care.
I feel like because I haven't seen Last Jedi and I
But-
saw Force Awakens and I really enjoyed Force Awakens, I'm like, I want to see continuation
Right.
of that.
But yeah, no one wants to see the new one. No one wants to see it. So Disney's panicking, and they're releasing fake stories. They're literally making up bullshit.
What do you mean?
Fake
stories?
They're
What do you mean?
generating fake buzz. So who's the guy
So
that
the article I referenced could be fake buzz just to get me interested in
could be
advertisements for the movie
Yeah.
that are going to be on
Just
the
put
article.
to put Star Wars in your brain, so when you see Rise of Skywalker, you're like, oh yeah, Star Wars.
Yeah.
Right,
okay. Finish, Josh.
Because Finn, the guy that plays Finn, allegedly he left a copy of his script in his hotel room,
Oh, I heard of this article. or
and
this event.
someone took the script and sold it on eBay.
Or tried to. Disney
This
bought
is
it.
all bullshit.
How do you know?
They made this up. I have sources. I'm not joking.
Show me the receipts.
I'll show
Show
you.
me the
I'll show you off air.
Josh.
But these are sources that
Josh.
is BS.
Just because he gives you deep throats doesn't mean he's a source.
but seriously though, like this is one of, and there's things that say Rise of Skywalker is what are the
Hot
exact
garbage.
words? No, Rise of Skywalker is already projected to be the most popular
did
film
hear
of all
this.
time.
Already projected.
But
Which
no
you-
one's seen it.
You
Like,
know
are
what
you
that
talking
does?
about?
That makes people go, "Oh wow, I guess I'll go see it."
Yeah, I guess I gotta go
That
see it.
puts, that puts that one person. All it is just one person. That
One type of
article,
person.
that headline worked for one person that was not going to see the movie.
Yeah.
but now they are.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same thing as
And
putting
there's-
critics are raving in your fucking trailer.
Yeah, yeah,
Right. It's like fuck off.
All critics are raving. Please let me out of this cell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm never gonna see it. I find much more entertainment from watching reviews
Yeah.
of how fucking awful things are going.
Yeah, I honestly don't want to see the new one. I liked some of the risks that Rian Johnson took in The Last Jedi, but overall as a film,
Sounds awful,
Like-
honestly.
I'm one of the few people that just could not stand Looper, and everybody jerks Looper's dick
Yeah,
off.
it's a good movie, man.
Yeah, I know you like it. You're jerking that dick. I'm like
it,
plot
yeah.
hole,
Jerk
plot hole,
that
plot
dick.
hole,
Yeah,
plot hole,
it has
plot
problems. It
that
definitely has
dick.
problems.
But if I'm counting the plot holes in cinema, then it isn't big enough. It isn't loud enough to confuse me so that I'm
Right.
like, oh my god, this is so fucking good.
Yeah.
no, I totally
And
get
that's
your
how,
viewpoint.
That's how
get
I
it,
felt
yeah.
with Last Jedi. I was like, what? Huh? Why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? But in some points, I'm like, that's a
Yeah.
bold thing. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah.
For the first time, I saw a Star Destroyer get cut in half by a ship that went light speed. And it's just, poof,
That's a cool idea.
and it goes completely silent. And all you're seeing is this massive visual. So cool. But when you kill off characters that, what?
Spoilers.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm sorry. Did not
John
want to
wants
spoil
to
that.
see this movie.
Did not want to
I've
spoil
got to so I can see Force.
Yeah.
So I can see the
Rise of Skywalker.
But
Yeah.
okay, so
Rise of
let me tread
Skywalker.
lightly. Whenever you just kind of like you just move backwards in the storyline instead of progressing and trying to end the saga, then what happens is you get a director previously hired before you to come back and fix what you fucking did.
Rewrite everything.
Not just for fan service, but for the sake of character story arcs. It's like
Right.
some of them
exactly
were
what
just
you're talking about.
completely abandoned, and it's like it didn't do too well.
And
it's
that's
turned
what's
a lot
so
of people away.
interesting is, no, I completely agree. Ryan Johnson's a good filmmaker. Like, I totally get your
Yeah, have you
reasons.
seen Looper?
No, I totally get why you don't like Looper. We've gone at length about it.
There's
Have you
things
seen
I
Brick?
love about Looper. Yes, I love Brick.
Brick's really good.
Is
And
that
that's
no way.
Ryan Johnson, yeah.
Holy shit,
Yeah,
Brick's
he's-
amazing.
Yeah, he's a really good filmmaker. I personally really like Looper. It has problems, big problems. Also, Knives Out just came out.
Yeah.
And apparently that is fucking amazing.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard really good things about Knives Out. I want to see it.
I want to
Classic
see that.
whodunit.
We should go see that, you guys.
Yeah. Well, the Christmas
Christmas
will all be off, and the movies
Bitches.
will be playing, and we can
Let's
go
go
in the
see some
afternoon.
Knives Out.
But 1917 is going to be out.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, we got to see that. Fuck Knives Out. Fuck you, Knives Out.
But I also want to see Knives Out.
Yeah.
No,
I feel like Knives Out-
1917.
1917.
14, whatever.
17.
You don't even know, you piece of shit.
It's
How dare you
1917.
try to host
we're
this
going.
show?
We're going.
How dare you
Yeah,
try to
we're
host
going. We're going to Knives
Cinema
Out. You don't
Shat.
even know what you're talking about.
Well, guys, that's it for me. I'd rather call it a night, and let's go
Me
watch
too.
watch us another movie and
This
relax.
movie. Let's watch this.
Okay. Okay, guys. Well, as
Well, it was a
always,
good time.
it's a treat to be in this studio with you guys and do this podcast. And we've got big things coming for
Glad
the
you feel
channel
that
here in
way.
the future. Yeah, well, fuck you. We got big things coming here in the future for the channel, so stay tuned. Everybody that listens, it's just us listening. We'll see you guys later. Play us out, Torso. You
No,
fuck.
no. Turn it off. Turn it off.